Won't fall down. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are in sunny Stettler, Alberta. My name is Malcolm Fisher, one of your town councillors. And if you're like many people, you're probably wondering what happens after we bring our recycle things out. We have this nice green box put out in our back alley and it just magically disappears. Now, Lee Penner and Mark, the fellow that owns the collection agency, put together a little trip to Edmonton so we could investigate this a little further. You may be interested to know that Stettler was one of the very first, and remains one of the few towns that has a what's called a curbside, a pickup kind of recycle operation. The recyclers tell us that they prefer that actually to the blue bag system that you may have heard of, because the blue bag is another whole level of having to take things apart. It's only 10 or 12 jurisdictions in Alberta towns like ours that have recycling, which I find quite startling. So they come and they pick it up, and then what? It just disappears. Sometimes they combine it with loads in Black Falls as well. And they go up to Paper Mill Recycling in Edmonton. Paper Mill, Joe is the owner, showed us through there, was set up to do 300 tons a month. They're running 2 shifts, they're doing about 1,100 tons a month. And in fact, they've got a new facility which is due to open in late May or early June. And with 1 shift, they can do 3,000 tons a month. So a growing industry, and that's wonderful. So they put it in the truck here, they compress it, they put it in bundles, they take it sooner or later to Edmonton, and away it goes into their collection yard. Out into the yard comes a bobcat looking machine with a nice big claw bucket on the front, picks it up, drops it into a hopper there, big cylinder in there with fingers that go around, try to break it up, separate it a bit, goes up a conveyor onto a roller table, and they have their staff there picking through this. Now imagine that the hand speed was amazing that we noticed there. Now I think it was Lee Penner and Sandy Clark, Al Campbell, Rob Stoutenberg and I that went there. I think we were all amazed at the hand speed of these people. Imagine doing that for 8 hours a day. And they separate out what it is they're looking for, and they put it in these big bins. So our friend cardboard here, next destination, China, believe it or not. Plastic film, this kind of stuff, plastic bags and things, not all thrown all over the alley. These are going to Korea. The shredded paper envelope, things like that, Spokane, and rigid plastics, those end up in New Westminster, BC. There's a brand new plant there that services the Pacific Northwest, the states and provinces. So these babies have a few miles ahead of them. Now, interesting to know too with paper, 20% of paper is filler such as clay and ink. And another typical number for recycling plants is 10% does end up in the landfill in most cases. Well, hair curlers and things like that aren't on the list that go in there. In our case, it's only 3%. That's pretty admirable. What's also admirable is we average 20 tons a month in Stettler here going to the recycle and not going into the landfill. Won't it be nice when that day comes where we have the recycle trucks coming every week and the garbage trucks coming every 2 weeks. So there you have it, a little trip with the recycle. Job well done, Stettler.